Hi, this is Katherine. I'm the director of the Bobblehead Museum, and I am here with another director's corner. Today, I want to talk a little bit about our collection as a whole. We have over 10,000 bobbleheads here, and we add to the collection in a couple different ways. The majority of what you can see in the museum was donated by individual visitors who are looking to downsize or get rid of duplicates in their own collections. We also occasionally purchase bobbleheads that we think will fill gaps in the collection. Most of these are historic additions or sometimes really strange ones we come across at auction. We also look through the post-it note suggestions left by our visitors. When you come to the museum, you can leave a suggestion for what you think we should add to the collection. If we see a lot of people suggesting the same thing, or if something particularly creative that we hadn't thought of is on a post-it note, we take notice. We definitely check those, and we try to do something about it. Sometimes there are suggestions for bobbleheads that exist, but we haven't been able to get our hands on. We get a lot of requests, for example, for characters from the TV show Friends. The only bobbleheads of those characters were produced as a gift for the cast and crew of the show. So we keep an eye out for those, but they're expensive and they're hard to find. We also produce our own bobbleheads, though, so you might ask, why don't we just make a new set of Friends bobbleheads? Or what about Taylor Swift or Harry Styles, which are suggestions we also get a lot. It has to do with getting permission. When we make a Bernie Sanders or a Donald Trump, we don't really have to ask first. They are considered public figures, which means they kind of give up the rights to their image when they choose public life. With private individuals or artists like Taylor or Harry, we have to contact them first and ask for permission to make a bobblehead with their likeness. We are continually reaching out to people that our visitors suggest to see if those people are interested in working with us to develop a bobblehead. Sometimes we just don't hear back. Sometimes we get a let me think about it. Of course, sometimes we get a yes, absolutely, and then you get to see the results of the collaboration. Of course, there are also other times when we hear something like, this is an absolutely awful idea, and if you try it, we will sue you. And that brings us to something like the cast of Friends. We would actually need to get permission from NBC. That's the company who owns the rights to those characters. Most media corporations like NBC are really protective of their intellectual property, which includes things like the characters that they create for TV shows. All of this leads to some interesting situations, too. We approached rock icon Joanjett about creating a bobblehead of her, and she initially said yes, but then realized that she was actually contractually obligated to another company in a way that would have created a conflict. We were very disappointed because a Joanjett bobblehead would be awesome, but that just means that we will revisit at a later date, approach her, and see whether she would be able to work with us at that time. All of this really is to say that we wish that we could make a Taylor Swift bobblehead and a Harry Styles and One Direction and the Spice Girls and Post Malone and Bad Bunny, Frida Kahlo, Sylvia Plath, Stephen King. Really anything you could think of, we want as a bobblehead. So I'll give my ever-present reminder that we take all donations. So if you come across something that you think would really add to our collection, you can contact us at info@bobbleheadhall.com, and we can tell you how to get it to us. Also, just as always, leave a comment if there's something you would like me to talk about in upcoming months. Thanks.